Hello students, I hope yesterday's discussion was quite okay. I think you will understand or you will come to know the operation of Power BGT. If any doubts you have, please ask me in the Google Classroom. Today I am moving to the next topic, that is a power MOSFET. Okay, let's go with the explanation again. So what is the meaning of MOSFET? So what is a explanation we can give for the MOSFET? So it is normally called as a metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. So it is a MOSFET is having two types of categories again. So one is a N channel MOSFET, another one is a P channel MOSFET. These are the two types. So now how the power MOSFET is going to be work, what is the structure and what is the symbol of the power MOSFET. So again we will go through the in detail explanations of this. Now I would like to show you the symbol of the MOSFET. So you can see here in the diagram I am showing there are two symbols. One is a MOSFET, it is a N channel, and another one is a MOSFET with a P channel. So I can show you with the indication. This is N channel and this is P channel MOSFET. So how again the terminals are there as like a transistor power BJT, what we have studied in the power BJT, there are the terminals called as a collector, emitter and base. Now these are also having a three terminals with a different name, that is source, drain and gate, but the working procedure is same as a transistor, but a little bit structure is different and symbol is also looking like a little different. So what you are finding in the N channel of MOSFET, the symbol is showing you again there is a gate at this side, there will be a drain at the top side, there will be a source at the below side, and the arrow mark is showing here. This is indicating the N channel type of MOSFET. The current will flow from source to drain. And in the P channel, what happens? The arrow mark is here, it is showing outside, it is showing the inside in the N channel and it is showing here outside and the P channel. So what happens in the P channel? The current flow from drain to source. So these are the simple symbol diagrams. So what we can do when the voltage is applied between the gate source to turn on the MOSFET. So what we are having here, the concept is the gate and source, in between these two terminals we are going to apply voltage to turn on the MOSFET. So these two terminals are the terminals called as a controlling the flow of the current from drain to source. The current flows from drain to source and a very small amount of the current flows from gate to source. What happens? So drain to source, I will show you. So like this, the current starts flowing, and this current starts flowing can be controlled with the help of, there will be a connection, so voltage connection between this side, gate and source, what we are using, which is used to control the flow of the current. The MOSFET can be turned off by removing the gate to source voltage. When you are going to remove this connection, at that time the flow of the current from the drain to source, or we can say the that is MOSFET is going to be turned off. Current will not be flow from the drain to source. So how we are going to control the flow of the current with the help of the gate and source. This is explanation of the symbol of the MOSFET. Now see here, I am moving towards to the structure of the MOSFET. This is not an actual structure of the power MOSFET, it is a simple structure of the MOSFET. How the structure will look. So all the transistor, diodes, what we have seen in the previous classes, those all are having its own structure, and here also this MOSFET is also having its own structure. So how it looks? Here there is a P type of the body substrate. This is P type of the body substrate. At the both the top corners of this substrate there will be again N plus. These layers are going to be created. So this N plus and N plus at both the sides are connected with the LEDs called as a source and drain, and at the center P type body substrate is made a connection with the LED called as a gate. So now you can observe, so in between the gate, LED connection and the P type of the body structure there is a one another layer. This is called as a silicon dioxide. So this is first created on the surface of the P type of body substrate, and after that on that the gate connection is going to be overlapped. So that is gate connection is going to created with the connection with the metal which is connected to it, and SiO2 layer is in between there of P type and the gate connection. So now we can see the next actual power MOSFET structure. So I am going to show you that. Okay, see, this is an actual power MOSFET structure. One previous diagram what I have shown, it is a simple structure of the MOSFET, and now you can see the 4-layer structure of N channel enhancement type of the MOSFET. What happens when you're using a structure? So we can choose either a depletion type or enhancement type of the MOSFET. There are two types of the MOSFET actually. So in this we are using the enhancement. Why we are using the enhancement type of MOSFET? Because it helps the gate and source terminals where we are giving the supply. This type of MOSFETs will help us to turn on the MOSFET. But in the depletion type, what happens? We are going to use the turn offing the MOSFET by using the gate and source terminal. But here we are using the turn oning method of this MOSFET by using the gate and source terminals. That's why we need an enhancement type of the MOSFET. So this is, we can say, 4-layer structure of N channel enhancement type of MOSFET. You are observing here what are the 4 layers. I will show you. This is a first one, that is N plus layer. This is a P layer, again N minus layer, and again last one is a N plus. Again 4 layers will be there, again 3 junctions. So this is a 1 junction, this is second junction, and this is a third junction. Now what happens? Here also we are having the 3 terminals like a transistor. One is a gate, another one is a source, another one is a this is a drain. So what happens when you are going to apply the voltage between the gate and source, and you need to start conducting the current from drain to source? How the current will start flowing from this source to drain, and how you are going to control this current with the help of the gate and source terminal. So everything is going to be understood in this structure. Now you can see there is a drift region. So N minus, again this is a drift region, so which is helping us to allow the flow of the current from drain to source. Now what happens, you can see the doping method again. N plus is a heavily doped, P is, I am showing here, this is a P type of the layer, it is moderately doped. So what I said in previous classes, moderately means it is not heavily doped or it is not lightly doped, in between of both. And again here N minus is, it is lightly doped, and the last one N plus is, it is again heavily doped. So one thing just I have forgotten to explain you, why this SiO2 silicon dioxide layer is used in between the gate and this P connection, that is a channel created by the body region. Sorry, this is a P type of the layer here, and at the gate, in between the P layer and the gate, there is SiO2. So this is act as an insulator. So this is called as a insulator, purely dielectric material. So why we are using this, we'll see it again in the next explanation. So now consider, when drain to source, there is one small amount of the voltage you are applied, and you have started controlling the current flow from the drain to source with the help of the gate and source. So now what happens, the current has to move from drain to source in this direction. So how it starts flowing current? So there is a N plus layer is there at the below, and again at the top here also N plus layer is there, and in between these two layers N minus drift region and P region is there. So now when you start giving the voltage at the drain and source, there will be a fixed voltage also, you can say. The current that is shown here, IDS, so this current has to travel from all the layers one by one, but by giving only drain and source, it is not possible to allow or to make a current pass from drain to source. We need a gate source, this gate and source, one controlling voltage. That is, when you start giving the voltage across the gate and source, that will help you to make or to move the current. IDS, the current has to move from drain to source. How it is going to make a help to flow the current? So here I can show you, when as soon as you are going to give the supply voltage to the gate and source terminals, this SiO2 layer is acts as an insulator, but at the immediately beneath or below this SiO2 layer, at the P type of the layer, so at that point the energy is going to be created. So positive terminal is given to the gate and negative terminal is given to the source. So this power supply will attract the electrons which are there in the N minus drift region. So from here towards the below. So now you can see here there are number of electrons which are trying to collect exactly the below of the SiO2 layer. So because of the power supply which I have applied to the gate and source, so this minimum voltage will make the electrons move towards the below SiO2 layer. So these electrons are coming from either from N plus region or from the N minus drift region, or from the sum of the electrons from the P type of the layer. So they will start collecting and they will become one group like this. Now you can see here also electrons in the circle are there. Again in the N minus there are number of electrons will be there. Again in the N plus there is a number of electrons, and obviously at the N plus at the top, which is connected to the source, again electrons are there. There will be one line or one channel of the electrons is created. So here dot 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 lines what you are seeing, this is called as a one type of the channel which is created by the electronics, and the current starts flowing from this end. IDS starts flowing from the arrow mark what it is shown. So current starts flowing from this direction to this direction up to drain to source, the exactly current will be starts flowing. And one more thing you have to be remember, that is the thickness of the drift region determines breakdown voltage of MOSFET, and because of the drift region the on-state drop of the MOSFET increases. So it is clearly mentioned that is MOSFET, power MOSFET is also requires a maximum voltage to make a MOSFET to turn on. When the thickness of this, I can show you, this n minus drift region increases, you need to apply a more voltage. When the thickness is less, you need to apply a very less amount of the voltage. So this is about the explanation of the structure of the power MOSFET.